Hi, Sunnyside. We're going to read another chapter of Frog and Toad together. I think we are today reading Dragons and Giants. This is a story all about bravery. Okay, Dragons and Giants. Some people think that bravery means when you do things that might be scary that you know you're not scared at all. Some people think that being brave means not being scared. But that's not true, actually. Being brave and being scared go together. Because if you're not scared of something, then it doesn't require any bravery. If something's not scary for you, you're not brave by doing it. All right, so Frog and Toad are going to decide whether or not they are brave in this story called Dragons and Giants. Frog and Toad were reading a book together. The people in this book are brave, said Toad. They fight dragons and giants, and they are never afraid. I wonder if we are brave, said Frog. Frog and Toad looked in the mirror. We look brave, said Frog. Yes, but are we? Asked Toad. Frog and Toad went outside. We can try to climb this mountain, said Frog. That should tell us if we are brave. Frog went leaping over rocks, and Toad came puffing up behind him. They came to a dark cave. A big snake came out of the cave. Hello, lunch, said the snake when he saw Frog and Toad. He opened his wide mouth. Frog and Toad jumped away. Toad was shaking. I'm not afraid, he cried. Why is he pretending not to be afraid? Should he be afraid? He should be afraid. That's scary. They climbed higher. Then they heard a loud noise. Many large stones were rolling down the mountain. It's an avalanche, cried Toad. Frog and Toad jumped away. Frog was trembling. I'm not afraid, he shouted. Look at the picture. Do they look afraid? Look at their faces. They look afraid. They came to the top of the mountain. The shadow of a hawk fell over them. Frog and Toad jumped under a rock. The hawk flew away. We are not afraid, screamed Frog and Toad at the same time. Then they ran down the mountain very fast. They ran past the place where they saw the avalanche. They ran past the place where they saw the snake. They ran all the way to Toad's house. Frog, I'm glad to have a brave friend like you, said Toad. He jumped into the bed and pulled up the covers up over his head. And I am happy to know a brave person like you, Toad, said Frog. He jumped into the closet and shut the door. Toad stayed in the bed, and Frog stayed in the closet. They stayed there for a long time, just feeling very brave together. And that's the end of the story. So, they think they were being brave. I think they were being brave also, but not because they were pretending not to be scared, but because they were actually doing something that scared them. If you're doing something scary, you're being brave, and you don't have to pretend not to be scared. All right, so that's Frog and Toad, two of my very best friends. All right, we're going to read something else another time. Take care. Thanks for listening.